Hi, I'm Patrick Geary, and this is video prompt 6 for Psychology 3411. So in this prompt, we were asked to make a theoretical experiment where we judge attentiveness and how sleep deprivation affects it. So we've got some options on how to do this. I was thinking something along the lines of a driver's test, similar to like a flight test or whatever, but like you do it with just a car, something that a lot of more people are familiar with, so you don't have this weird barrier of entry. So let's start off with the between group test. So with the between group test, we're going to separate into two random groups. Group 1 is going to have the test after 4 hours of sleep. Group 2 is going to have the same test after 8 hours of sleep. If we're going to mitigate for something, I would try to do matching pairs to make sure that age groups and age ranges are similar. You don't want one group to be just flush with young people and one to be inundated with old people, because that might mess up your results. And then for the within group test, you would do something similar, but you would have two completely separate tests in the same apparatus, but you would have, and then two groups that are also random again. So group 1 would take test 1 after 8 hours, and then test 2 after 4 hours of sleep. And then group 2 would take test 1 after 4 hours of sleep, and test 2 after 8 hours of sleep. And what this does is it shows that the order in which you take the test doesn't have a gigantic effect. Each group is taking a different test first, and then it can also help you mitigate some of the carryover effects, which is like, oh, okay, I've taken this test, and now I'm automatically better at taking the second test. So you can see if the results speak the same, if you end up having like a benefit, it'll be on both sides in both groups. Yeah, they balance each other out a little bit. In terms of which one I would prefer, I would very much prefer to use a within group test. I feel like you get a lot more validity of your results. You get to control for a lot more. The test is much more difficult to administer. There's got to be a washout period as well for between each group taking the test 1 and test 2. So it's got to be a couple days. Logistically, it gets much more difficult to bring these people back and have another test after a break period or reset period. But the results that will be a lot more true to what you're trying to get. That doesn't mean that the first type of test is bad necessarily. I just feel like it would be a lot more effective to use a within group test. So that's going to do it. Thank you.